Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Berry. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
From deep, it's Marion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He's changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Turns it upfield. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh center downs going to the air. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Singleton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Oh, pressure's coming. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. A tough start to the opening drive. The defense comes up with a big play. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Sets his feet. It's Singleton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Motion from the back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it down the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the return, it's Marriott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Eccles. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying the left side. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. You got to establish the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Right side, it's Davis. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Quarterback keeps it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. The play fake. Rush is on. Left side is Eccles. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Out wide right, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Powers inside. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On the run, it's Barry. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The give to Davis. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw it, Singleton. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 12, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Davis. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Offense gets set for second down. Pulls it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Auburn lines up quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sends it back in motion. The run inside. It's Berry. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 3 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Looking for room. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease. Pass to 6. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Moves to his right. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Out wide left, it's Brown. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Turns upfield, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Left side is Singleton. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, ready? 1, 18, go, go!
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Deep in the end zone, it's Berry. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure going right. Sails one into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the D. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw one first. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught. Open spaces. At the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Making the adjustment. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up.
And you cough up the football, give it to the other team. Man, what a turn of events when going in to possibly score with a big play to giving the football to the other team.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 40, there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the move. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Looking downfield, it's Singleton. And he's thrown another interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Good, strong tackle.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Just smothered on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete.